Hey there, I'm Amy.Connell. Welcome to Graced Health, the podcast for women who want simple and grace-filled ways to take care of themselves and enjoy a little chocolate. I'm a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach who wants you to know your eating, movement, and body don't have to be perfect. You just need to be able to do what you're called to do. I also want you to know, as I'm recording this, my son is outside doing chores, and so this feels a little weird. It feels a little weird to me. I'll try and push through that. Okay, back to the episode. Today's Ask the Trainer question, which is where I answer questions you may have about your eating, your movement, or how they work together in about 5 minutes. The question is, how do I know if the estimated calorie burn is correct? Okay, I have to tell you a little bit of a backstory. I am part of several different Facebook groups, and one of them is a really great, encouraging group. And a challenge was put onto the group, and it was like, wake up and work out. It had several different activities, and the headline said, burn 1,000 calories in 10 minutes. And then it had several different things, like I said. So I sat there and looked at that and I thought, this just is totally inaccurate. And I watched some of the comments come through. And so some of them were like, gosh, this would be something great to work up to, or I don't know that I could get this done in 10 minutes. And 1,000 calories seems like an awful lot of calories to burn. So I thought, I'm just going to do a little fact checking on this. I recently got an Apple Watch and thought, well, this is a really great opportunity to utilize this and track the calorie burn. I don't typically track calories. I will be mindful of them, but I just know that they all kind of work together. So I went and started my watch. I did a time-lapse video of me doing the workout and then finished it. So this claimed that you could burn 1,000 calories in 10 minutes. Now, I consider myself to be pretty fit, pretty active. I mean, I'm not like an Ironman. I'm not a CrossFit champion, but I'm in pretty good shape. It took me just under 15 minutes to complete it, and my watch tells me that I burned 79 calories. Which, if my math is correct, that is 921 calories less than 1,000. Little bit of a difference. Now, granted, it did have some high intensity aspects in it. And as we talked about in the HIIT episode back in season 1, you do have a higher amount of, it's called EPOC, exercise post-oxygen consumption, also known as afterburn. So that does play into it, but still, really 1,000 calories. So how do you know when you see these things? How do you know if they're correct or not? I want to give you a couple things to consider when you see these challenges, when you see these claims, because let's be honest, we are coming up on a time of the year when you will see a lot of challenges or motivational, memes or whatever they are. So I want you to kind of put your discerning goggles on and keep a few things in mind. Number one, your calorie burn is impacted significantly by the gravitational pull of the earth on your body, which in other words, your weight, which I don't really like to use that word, but your size does make a difference. I have a friend who she probably doesn't even weigh 100 pounds. So if we were to go out and do the exact same thing, I think last time I weighed, I was like 148. So I'm going to be burning significantly more, even if we're doing the exact same thing. Your size does play a part in how many calories you burn. Another thing that plays a part is your heart rate. If your heart rate gets up significantly and gets back down, then just like I talked about a second ago with that afterburn, that exercise post-oxygen consumption, that will increase as you go along. Now, I would love, if you haven't listened to the 4 ways your body burns calories, which is also in season 1, I would love for you to go back and listen to it because it's not necessarily one for one. And I won't get into that because I get into it more in that episode. So there's your homework. Go listen to that. And then the final thing to remember is oftentimes that stuff is there as clickbait. They're wanting you to click on their site. They're wanting you to go watch their videos. They're wanting you to follow them. Whatever the goal is, they're trying to get you to click on that. And they may put claims out there that are not actually true. So how do you know if the estimated calorie burn is correct? I hate to say this, but probably if they're making a claim, that's not true for you. Maybe it is for them. Maybe for I don't even think it's possible to burn 1,000 calories in 10 minutes, quite honestly. I can't do the math in my head, and I won't get on a rant. I got on a rant to one of my clients about it. She was like, you need to take care of this. So I won't get on a rant to you about that. But if they're putting some hard and fast numbers out there, then more than likely, unless that person is in the same shape as you and the same size as you and the same gender as you, and you do exactly the same thing, it's probably not true. But what is important is that you find something that you enjoy doing. If a challenge motivates you to move and you can do it in good form, then go for it and do it. If you listened to my episode with Kirsten Campbell on the pelvic floor health, that was really eye-opening to me because she ended up hurting herself because she was doing a 100 burpee challenge. I love burpees. They're fun to do, but that really opened my eyes to the fact that we can really injure ourselves by overdoing things. So if a challenge, that's another thing. If a challenge is telling you that you'll burn a lot of calories and you're going to do a whole lot of reps, I don't know. Is it worth it? Does that make sense? Maybe, maybe not. If you feel like, I don't know that my body's ready for that, that's okay. Okay, I want to rant some more, but I'm not going to do that. So I will link to all 3 of those episodes in the show notes. Check them out if you can. And that is all for today. Go out there and have a graced day.